Hi friends! I decided to come online and talk to you about what's happening in the world. There are at least a few things that I would like to share, and I felt strongly nudged to just come on and do a video. Of course, there's a lot of people right now sharing their opinions, channeling about what is happening in the world, and there's a lot of us also looking forward to these opinions and trying to make sense, trying to find guidance, trying to hang on to whatever it is that helps us feel a little more grounded and feel a little better in the knowing that we're acquiring. Just be discerning to everything that comes your way, information wise. Be discerning about this video too. I'm here to also share about some channelings that I've had surrounding the events of the world right now. And for those of you who know me, you are aware that since January I've actually already been socially distancing without knowing that that had anything to do with the coronavirus. So my spirit guide today was like, well, that's how we work, okay? We used your certification exam to get you to get into that self-care centering mode, because that was the easiest way to do it and to get you to listen, because that exam is very important to me and they know that. So yes, my certification exam was supposed to happen in March, but it's no longer going to happen now that all of this is going on. However, why this is important and why am I talking about it? Because it's not just about me. They were saying that all of that was part of the preparation for what's coming and beyond, because there's going to be a lot more coming, and this is not to scare you, but it's to let you know that all of you have been prepared in your lives. Yes, and I'm just going to ask you to pause and look back at what's been going on in your life, not just since January, but especially in the most recent months, couple to a few months, and also in the past couple of years. And heck, this entire life journey has been about what's coming now and what's happening now in our individual lives and on Earth too. So what the guides were saying is that they've done the same kind of work in every single one of you guys who are watching this lives. So if you take a look at what's been going on, you will notice that you've been through some changes, either of a financial nature, spiritual nature, living situation, relationship, that and some decisions that you had to make a few months back that right now have you in a better position given the circumstances, okay? Where you are more prepared to handle and to go through everything that is happening. You are stronger because of everything that put you on this path of having greater strength, personal strength, spiritual strength, and whatever else is that matters to you and your situation in your life. Okay? And this is so that you're not alone in this. There's a lot of protection, and this is for you to feel safe, to know that you're safe, to feel that you're safe. And yes, everything is upside down and it's headed even more so in that direction, it seems. But you will be okay as long as you center in that knowing that you are guided, you've been all along looked out for. Okay? Now, there's a lot, like I said, of videos, opinions, channelings, going around, and there's also a lot of energies that different people pick up on, and they're all real, okay? And everyone is channeling different things. They all exist, they're all real, so it depends on what it is that you're tuning to. For example, every time I listen to updates from Donald Trump and from all the people that are in direct contact with news related to the coronavirus statistics situation all around the world, I mean, every single time I'm listening to one of those updates. Today I listened about how I found out about Italy, that they're about to surpass China in terms of fatalities, number of fatalities. And my first thought was, do I need to go to the grocery store again and get another load of food? And up until that point, it didn't even cross my mind. In fact, up until that point, all I thought about was, I'm so happy to not go to the store, to not worry about that, and to actually nurture that peace of mind, that feeling of there's enough, there's plenty, there will be enough, there will be plenty, I have enough, I have plenty. Okay, so such a rapid change and shift from, oh my gosh, from all is good, I'm good, to do I need to go and get another load of necessities just in case? And that's fear, right? It's stepping immediately into like that shortage mentality. Now, it's good to be cautious. It's good to be informed. I keep myself informed. However, it's very important to stay balanced. It's very important to do whatever it is for you that centers you, balances you, sets things into perspective. Don't just watch updates on the coronavirus all day, or you're gonna go nuts. And it has a strong effect on your psyche, on everyone's feeling of well-being. It can be very disorienting. Where I'm going with this is, there's so many channels to tune into and to collect information, to retrieve information about the current events. So pay attention and be discerning at the same time. I'm now going to share about my own channeling and experience about the virus. I'm connecting it to the virus, but it's about the current situation. Okay, so about 2-3 days ago, I was in meditation, and I was shown these dark dragons, black dragons with red eyes. Now, I'm not a fluent clairvoyant person. I am claircognizant, and I'm more fluent in that, but when it comes to clairvoyance, I'm not that fluent in that. But this time around, and in this instance, I was seeing with my third eye this black dragons with red eyes, as though they were on my television screen. And it was not a brief thing. It wasn't, a come and go type of image. It stayed there. Like, I was watching them, and they were watching me watch them, and it felt as though they wanted me to just take them in. And as I was doing that, I'm like, okay, Spirit, what are they? What I was trying to assess, actually, and I was waiting for information, for some sort of an insight about that, and nothing came in. It was just me acknowledging this presence, this energy that they were embodying, and I didn't know what to do with it, and I didn't know how to classify it, and I was trying really hard to classify it. And my ego on one hand was like, oh, trying to put them into the category of they must be those evil forces that have to do with this virus and with what's happening in the world, that are thriving on fear. So everything that I already knew about all the theories floating around, I was trying to use that information to make sense of what I was seeing. But it wasn't clicking, and I was not, really feeling what my ego was trying to tell me. I was not feeling anything. It was very neutral. And it's never happened to me to actually receive such a strong image, to come in contact with such a strong presence, and to not be able to form an impression, whether, to gauge whether I have a good feeling about it or a bad feeling about it. No. So, and what I got from my spirit guides was that, we're going to leave you with that. They did not want to help me make sense of it. Not then. But it stayed with me, and I've been processing the same thing for the past 2-3 days. And today I went for a run, and it just occurred to me, that what I saw, what I experienced, was a metaphor for what is happening in the world, where what was presented to me in that form, which is usually the face of the devil, right? The colors were black dragons. I mean, dragons are usually warriors, and they're associated with destruction and warriorship. So they were wearing, in a sense, the face of the darker forces, but I wasn't necessarily feeling their energy in that way. They were not trying to be intrusive either, in any way. So here is the deal, and that's how my spirit guides helped me to make sense of it and to see it as a metaphor. They said, what you see in the world and what you know to be wearing the face of the evil, right, or the colors of the evil forces, the darker forces, may not be what is truly the source of evil and dark and the source of the problem in this case. So all of us form expectations based on what we know or what we think we know about who's good and who's bad. And so I got the message that be discerning, because whomever we are used to blame, whomever we are used to or talked to into believing that they are the culprits or the bad guys, we may perceive them as such, but when it comes to what's going on right now in the world, they actually may be neutral. So I'm not sure if this is gonna help you know who to trust and who not to trust, but it is a clue about what is happening, because everyone is speculating. So whomever is wearing the coat of the bad guy is not the bad guy, okay? Now, on a personal level, this is, in a sense, an opportunity to catch up with so many changes that have been summoning in all of us in the past years and months that have to do with actually some of the things that our souls have been thriving for so long, for years, and for eons and lifetimes. This is where we're making it happen, and it's only through some really radical and dramatic change that we can pull it off, because we're all creatures of habit, and we're resisting change so much that even if it has to do with what we truly want, we're still resisting it because it's change. So we're in the habit of sabotaging even the things that we want. And now this is happening just like a roller coaster ride. Like, I don't want this, but there's no way going back. It's happening. Yes. And we are being pushed to go through it. We are being pushed to change inside. And the best thing that will come out of it, and that they want me to let you know, is that all of you will experience a great sense of liberation. Very deep liberation of all sorts of forces and mixed energies and things that were just stale. They were pulling you back, were interfering with your creativity. And through that liberation, that's going to make room for this emergence of creativity like you've never seen before. Okay, within yourself and all around you. So there's mixed feelings about it, okay, because there's a lot of fear into the mix and uncertainty. But keep in mind that there are exciting and positive things that actually we do want to keep our eyes on those, and our hearts connected to those, especially our hearts and souls. We need to stay in connection with the truth that what these times represent, because that's how we will make it. Okay, it's really, really important. And let's see, another thing I want to share with you is has to do with the Wi-Fi. Please make sure that you turn it off at night. Make sure you give yourself, your auric field, your brain, a chance to actually recover and replenish. And that's by turning off the Wi-Fi every night. It's going to be very important, okay? Especially now. We need to disconnect from a lot, and that's one of the things that's going to allow us to disconnect from all the energies that don't help us, and to connect more with our soul. And that's what's going to really keep us sane. Okay, so it's really important. I feel like there was something else I wanted to share with you all, but oh well, I don't know. It doesn't come to me right now. So I think I'm gonna just end here. I'm gonna run to the store real quick because I feel like a Corona, like a beer, because why not? I'm home, my second day of self-quarantine. So I'm just gonna go for it, and especially that our great president shared with us that we're making tremendous progress with clearing this virus. So yes, we're on the right path. Tremendous progress. Okay, so I'm gonna go get the Corona. Stay well, stay healthy, stay happy, and trust. I love you. I love you so much.